honey, honey.
1969 was packed with bubblegum sing-alongs, Motown magic, sunshine pop, and soulful rock. But some of its biggest hits have slipped from daily playlists, even though everyone knew them then. Here are 10 forgotten hits from 1969 that once ruled the airwaves and deserve another listen. Number 10. These Eyes by the Guess Who.
These eyes have seen a lot of those, but they're never gonna see another one like I had with you.
Inside an RCA record studio, vintage keys and smooth brass added distinctive touches to this track, crafted swiftly at the height of the late 1960s pop explosion. These Eyes by the Guess Who was produced by Jack Richardson and took full advantage of the era's evolving stereo techniques.
These eyes are crying. These eyes have seen a lot of...
Presenting a rich clarity that stood out even as radio playlists brimmed with new voices. The song peaked at number 6 on the charts in that year, signaling a crossover moment for Canadian acts on American radio. Listeners were drawn in by the orchestral sweep and precise arrangements that elevated the record above typical heartbreak singles of the time. Despite its chart success, this tune eventually faded from big retro celebrations, yet it remains a hallmark of the group's genre-crossing ambitions. This track's enduring mystique lies in how its majesty manages both familiarity and fresh emotional weight every time it returns to public hearing.
These eyes cry.
Number 9. One by Three Dog Night.
One is the loneliest number that...
The song began as a moody ballad penned by Harry Nilsson, yet it was won by Three Dog Night that turned bleak introspection into a chart force. Released on the Dunhill label in that year, this single raced up to number 5 on the charts, driven by a distinctive arrangement featuring haunting piano lines and layered harmonies. While its somber tones resonated in the era's changing cultural landscape, what truly set the record apart was how the group reimagined an overlooked tune with soulful shouts and pop instincts. This single marked a turning point for the act, cementing their reputation for reinterpreting lesser-known works into radio staples. The record's production, sharp, spare, and tense, contrasted with the bombast of its contemporaries, giving this track a spot in playlists for those who sought something slightly out of step with the sunshine pop trend dominating that year. Number 8. My Cherie, Amour by Stevie Wonder.
My Cherie, Amour, lovely as a summer.
Motown was in full bloom when My Cherie, Amour by Stevie Wonder floated onto the scene.
You're the only girl my heart beats for. I wish that you were.
Enchanting fans and radio stations with its lush orchestration. Initially recorded while the artist was still a teenager, this track's official release in that year saw it soar to number 4 on the charts, riding the wave of Detroit's musical dominance. The song's refined production, featuring strings and soft horns, emerged from Hitsville, USA's legendary Studio A, where classic records were shaped with meticulous care. What set the tune apart was how it managed to blend youthful optimism with orchestral sophistication, carving a niche among buoyant pop singles of the time. Recognition for the record's arrangement and expressive vocal delivery came quickly, helping this track cement its place as both a sentimental favorite and a technical achievement in that era's soul canon. Number 7. Spinning Wheel by Blood, Sweat and Tears.
Pony, let the spinning wheel spin. You got no money in ya.
This single burst forth during the height of the jazz rock craze, when bandleaders blended brass sections with tight pop hooks to command the airwaves. Spinning Wheel by Blood, Sweat and Tears featured intricate horn arrangements crafted under the guidance of producer James William Guercio,
Just for you. Spinning wheel, spinning true.
and was a staple of the group's self-titled album released in that year. The record zipped up to number 2 on the charts, powered by its blend of groove, catchy refrains, and late 1960s studio innovation. Every detail, from the swirling organ textures to the punchy hits of the brass, showed how this track pushed boundaries in a time when genres were colliding. While the song soundtracked dance halls and radio carnivals everywhere, It eventually receded from classic rock rotations, but its bold experimentation remains a highlight for fans of adventurous pop.
Spinning wheel, spinning true.
Number 6. Hot Fun in the Summertime by Sly and the Family Stone. The record made its debut amid festival season, dropping just after the band's legendary Woodstock set electrified a generation. Hot Fun in the Summertime by Sly and the Family Stone had an effortless breeziness. But its rhythmic precision came from meticulous studio sessions shaped by the merging of funk, soul, and pop. As this cut climbed to number 2 on the charts in that year, its sunny mood belied the sophisticated interplay and craft invested during its production. What distinguished the tune was its combination of horns, hand claps, and joyous refrains that matched the feeling of expansive summer afternoons while foreshadowing funk's looming influence. The track endures as a snapshot of optimism during a time of both cultural upheaval and invention, securing its status among classic summer anthems.
Hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun in the summer.
Let's take a quick pause before we hit the final 5. Which of these tracks brought a memory rushing back? Did one surprise you? Or have you been playing it for years without knowing who sang it? And what's your personal pick for the most overlooked hit of 1969? Number 5. Sweet Caroline, Good Times Never Seem So Good by Neil Diamond. Released in the summer swelter, this single quickly became a stadium standard, but it first made waves as Sweet Caroline, Good Times Never Seem So Good by Neil Diamond. The tune saw its initial release on Uni Records, with deft brass and guitar touches layered by arranger Charles Calello. It reached number 4 on the charts in that year, propelled by hand-clap-heavy choruses and a soaring arrangement that embedded the melody deeply into pop culture. The track was reportedly inspired by an image from Life magazine, showing how spontaneous moments became iconic recordings within the studio walls. Over time, repeated sing-alongs at sporting events reintroduced the record to new generations, yet its original release captured the energetic, romantic hopefulness that defined that era's best pop hits. This song's combination of catchy hooks and uplifting spirit ensures its lasting appeal.
Sweet Caroline. Good times.
Number 4. Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk.
The track that marked a major comeback was recorded at Chips Moman's American Sound Studio, introducing new grittiness to the classic star's catalog. Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley showcased the studio's Memphis sound.
We can't go on together with suspicious minds.
A signature blend of soulful rhythm sections, swirling organs, and driving guitars. This cut stormed its way up to number 1 on the charts in that year, signifying a triumphant return to pop dominance. The song featured masterful engineering and backup vocals layered for maximum drama, distinguishing it from earlier, more stripped-down records. The studio collaboration became legendary, as this track spearheaded a late 1960s resurgence that redefined what listeners expected from the artist. While later covered by countless bands, the tune's blend of vulnerability and intensity secured it an enduring spot in playlists far beyond its chart-topping debut.
We can't go on together with suspicious.
Number 3. I Want You Back by the Jackson 5.
Back to your heart. Oh, darling, I was glad to let you go, baby.
This tune broke onto radio as Motown's new wave of youthful energy swept American pop, setting the stage for label innovation. I Want You Back by the Jackson 5 introduced the world to a powerful roster known as the Corporation. A songwriting and production team newly assembled at Motown precisely for this release. In that year, the track achieved number 1 on the charts, fueled by punchy piano riffs, infectious grooves, and dynamic call-and-response vocals that would soon define the next decade of R&B. Launching both a superstar's career and a seismic shift in pop sound, the song's spirited arrangement and exuberant hooks revealed the collective's tight musicianship and creative vision. This cut's impact echoed for years, frequently cited as one of the most impressive debut hits in label history.
Oh, let me tell you now.
Number 2. Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In, The Flesh Failures by the Fifth Dimension.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius.
Arriving with the age of flower power in full swing, the single made waves by weaving 2 songs from Broadway's Hair into a jubilant medley. Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In, The Flesh Failures by the Fifth Dimension swiftly climbed to number 1 on the charts in that year. Driven by Jimmy Webb's creative arrangement and the star-studded Wrecking Crew's musicianship at Los Angeles' United Western Recorder studio. The song captured the idealism and communal spirit of its era, with a polished, expansive sound that embraced brass, vocal harmonies, and psychedelic touches. The record's seamless transitions and uplifting choruses set it apart as an inventive pop statement, bridging the world of musical theater with radio-friendly flair. To this day, this track stands as an unmistakable artifact of an optimistic cultural moment. Number 1. Sugar, Sugar by the Archies.
Sugar, oh, honey, honey.
As bubblegum pop reached critical mass, this record arrived as a studio creation, brought to life by session musicians rather than a touring band. Sugar, Sugar by the Archies became the ultimate earworm of that year.
You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting.
Climbing to number 1 on the charts and dominating radio throughout the late summer. Released under the Calendar label and produced by Jeff Barry, it epitomized the manufactured pop surge linked to animated TV tie-ins. Yet its irresistible hooks outlasted many novelty releases. The single's simple structure and catchy refrain masked a carefully crafted blend of organ, tambourine, and sweet harmonies meticulously stitched together in the studio.
Oh, honey, oh, sugar, sugar.
The tune's enduring popularity in commercials and films is a testament to the staying power of pure pop, showcasing how a fictional group could deliver one of the era's most lasting hits.